Take y'all on a trip on my one wheel today, doing a little bit of grocery shopping, putting on the helmet, grabbing the board, and we out. So if you're on the fence about getting a one wheel, you can just stop right there, go out and get one, purchase one. It's worth every single bit of the money. It's a engineering marvel of a masterpiece. I have over 120 miles on this thing, man, and it's just as fun as it was when I cracked it out of the box. So I'm just going to the grocery store today, man. I don't even drive anymore to go to the grocery store because I just want an excuse to ride my one wheel every day. So I'm gonna just explain a couple of things, a couple of tips and tricks, things that I've learned on my journey with the one wheel with you guys. Personally, I got the Onewheel Pint instead of the XR. I could have got either one, but the one that I decided was with the pint, simply because I live in a metropolitan area, about 1.5 million people. So I'm not going to be traveling, 18 miles to get what I need to go or do what I need to do. I'm doing bar hopping. I'm going to Starbucks, and everything is within, like a 10-mile radius of me because I live in a big city. Suburban cats might choose the XR, and I think the XR is a better pick for them because it can go longer distances. I haven't felt the need to go a longer distance with my pint. I just throw in my charger and my backpack, and I'm good to go for the whole day. I don't have to worry about or feel like that I'm gonna run out of juice or anything like that. So just cruising along the streets of my neighborhood, I personally like to cruise on the sidewalk because it's a lot of different obstacles and things to keep you more entertained and more focused on what you're doing. I mean, the street is cool, the nice paved road is cool. It feels like, if you've ever been snowboarding before, it feels like you're just hitting perfect powder all the time. I mean, it's butter smooth. You could just see that I was just near a car there. Like, traffic is a big thing in my area. I just make sure that I keep my eyes focused on drivers, and that they see me, I see them, and then we're good to go. So right here, things are getting a little squirrely because I'm on an uneven pavement, but it's cool though because I think that's fun. Like I said, I got over 120 miles on this thing, and I never took a L, never took a big fall. I took 2 falls, and that was going less than a half a mile an hour, because that's you actually fall is when you're not even going anywhere. The board just slips from under you. You might not keep 2 feet on the board, things like that. Getting a little pushback here because I'm going a little bit too fast. Never ever try to just push through the pushback, because it's there to warn you that your engine or whatever is in this thing that's making it propel and go is that it's getting weaker, and if you keep pushing it, it's just gonna shut off on you, and it shuts off on you, it's a wrap because you're going down. You see, there's a lot of pedestrians in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? A lot of people have like headphones and stuff on, so I don't even really say excuse me anymore, because you don't even know if they got earbuds in or whatever. I just wait for an opening to get around them, or usually I have like a Bluetooth speaker connected, on my backpack or connected to the board, so then they can hear me coming, from a block away, and they can just, scoot on out the way. When I first got the one wheel, it took me like about 3 days to really get the hang of it. The quickest and fastest way I could tell you is how to learn to ride the one wheel is to start in grass and make really tight circles, and then just expand, actually wide circles, and then try to make your circles tighter and tighter and tighter. And then if you can go in a circle, then you'll be able to maneuver this thing around and do whatever you gotta do. So So I made it to the market. Tonight I'm cooking some chicken fingers for my girl and some potato wedges. Just putting the pint up in there. Pint is very durable. I mean, you can throw it down a cliff and it's not even gonna phase it at all. Grab some packets of chicken. There we go. Throw that up in there. Get some breadcrumbs because we're frying it. Get some honey. So I'm trying to make some honey mustard with this joint. Some Grey Poupon. Making some homemade French fries. And then we out. So what I do is I double bag all of my stuff so that stuff doesn't come off or come out when I'm on the one wheel. You can only have 2 bags at a time, so you know it's something real quick to get. You don't feel off balance or anything like that when you have 2 bags in your hand. It actually balances you out even better when you have stuff in your hand. So I'm holding my GoPro right now, and I'm holding this big bag of groceries, and I'm just fine. There's no loss of control or anything. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about traffic. So what I do with traffic, usually I'm on the right side of the road, so the cars usually come from the back of me to my left side. I just turn my head all the way to the left, look through my peripheral, check behind me to make sure that cars see me. If the cars see me, you see the driver, you're good to go. They just go around you. I also got a light on the back of my helmet, so at night it's always flashing red so that they can see me. I watch out for doors just like that one, because people can just be parking and then just open the door. You hit that joint, you go flying. You won't want that. So right here, I'm trying to cross the street. I don't like stopping and getting off my board, because sometimes when you try to get on and you just try to go and you do it too quickly, the board doesn't self-balance and catch, and then you just end up just going forward and you look dumb. So I just go around in a little circle. If I gotta stand almost at a standstill, I give this little bobbing motion to keep the engine engaged and balanced, and then continue on when I see an opening. There we go. Getting a little pushback right here. I'm going a little bit too fast, so I slow down. I don't ignore it. You ignore it, that's how you break your collarbone. So as I mentioned before, I have a pint. I was looking at the XR. The only time that I wish that I had an XR is when I go out on group rides, because when you have a pint, you're limited to, 13 to 16 miles an hour, and them guys are going, 23 miles an hour. They just gonna leave you. So all the pints are just being left in the back while all the XR guys are having all the fun. So that's the only time that I wish I had an XR. I might purchase one, just for group rides and things like that, or if I head over to the suburbs and take some long rides. Other than that, don't regret the purchase at all. Like I said, this is great for, like bar hopping or whatever. Like I said, this thing is not, this is not a toy. This is not a toy, man. This is a straight up vehicle. It's a vehicle. It gets you around, especially in the city. You can actually get to places faster using this than to be sitting in traffic in the city. If you can see the little wheels on the front, those are called Fangs. So if I make the mistake and push the board too far, and if it tries to just nosedive on me, that's when the engine cuts off and then the board just goes forward and stops. I'll have a fighting chance, a slim fighting chance that those wheels will catch the ground and that I can jump off and run this thing out safely. It happened to me once. I did it on purpose, but that was. I'm cutting up these home fries. So all you do is just cut the potatoes up. You get some garlic powder, some salt, some pepper. You throw it on the potatoes and the flour. You mix it all up. You throw it in the frying pan with some vegetable oil, and you just cook them till they get brown, and that's it.